We are now in week 4 and the Falcons are back at home facing a non-divisional opponent they have been facing since 2021. Find out who coming up next.
Welcome to Atlanta where the Falcons play, and we coming for that dub like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
I said, welcome to Atlanta where the Falcons play, and we going for that dub like every day. Big beats hit the streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
What's good, YouTube? Down Falcons in here, back with your week 4 game preview. Before we dive in, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And with that being said, let's begin. So the Falcons are coming off an infuriating, disgusting, and downright unacceptable loss to the Carolina Panthers, being shut out 30-0 in week 3. Now they return home, desperate to prove that this team is still relevant and can still win football games. Michael Penix had one of his worst showings yet, finishing 18 for 36 with 172 yards and 2 interceptions. Drake London led the way receiving with 5 catches for 55 yards, while B. John Robinson ran 13 times for 72 yards. Even new kicker Parker Romo struggled, going 0 for 2 on field goals. Defensively, the Patriots was non-existent, only managing 1 sack all game from Caden Ellis. Simply put, not a good look on any side of the ball. If the Falcons want to be true contenders, they have to sharpen up immediately as they welcome the Commanders. Speaking of, they are coming off a strong win against the Raiders. Former Falcons quarterback Marcus Mariota filled in for Jaden Daniels and played well. 15 of 21 for 207 yards and a touchdown, plus 40 yards and a rushing score. Jeremy McNichols chipped in with 78 yards and a touchdown on the ground, and Terry McLaurin led the game with 74 yards. Defensively, Washington front looked dominant, racking up 5 sacks with Bobby Wagner leading the charge with 2. Now, the big question. Who is starting at quarterback for the Commanders? If Mariota gets the nod, it becomes a revenge game against the team he quarterbacked in 2022. If Daniels plays, it's a long-awaited rematch with Penix. Remember, Daniels got the better of Penix in overtime last season on Sunday Night Football. Either way, the quarterback storyline is juicy. And also, don't forget this. This matchup carries even more weight for Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. It is his first return to Atlanta since being fired back in 2020 after 6 seasons as the Falcons head coach. You'll know he won this one. Now, let's check the injury reports. For Atlanta, defensive back A.J. Terrell, defensive end James Pierce Jr., wide receiver Kadaro Hodge, defensive back DeMarco Helms, running back Nathan Carter, tight end Kyle Pitts Sr., and wide receiver Jamal Agnew are all questionable, but could return Sunday. On Washington side, running back DeCorey Krosky-Merritt, tight end John Bates, quarterback Jaden Daniels, wide receiver Noah Brown, wide receiver Terry McLaurin, wide receiver Trey Amos, and defensive back Percy Butler are also questionable with a chance to suit up. With that said, here are my 3 teams to watch. Number 1, the team as a whole. Do the Falcons learn from last week's disaster and actually play competitive football? This is something that we need to see from the Falcons. Competitive Falcons football. Number 2, Zach Robinson. Will he actually open the playbook and make smart decisions? Stop using the pistol so much. It's not working. Open the playbook. Let Penix sling it. And then number 3, the Falcons fans themselves. Can the home crowd get loud and force Dan Quinn and the Commanders into mistakes? The fans need to be loud. I understand we're still frustrated from last week, but as fans, we need to come out and show out. Make as much noise as possible. And we can win the game. And with that being said, here are my 3 keys to win the game. Number 1, it's self-explanatory. You gotta start fast. No more sleepwalking out the gate. No more 3-and-outs. No more kicking field goals. First possession of the game, touchdown. You got to get touchdowns, passing touchdowns. We cannot continue doing this. Number 2, as I said, get the pass catchers involved. Spread the ball around. Don't just rely on Drake London. Get Kyle Pitts involved, Darnell Mooney, Casey Washington, Raymond McLeod III. The list goes on. Get all these guys involved. And then number 3, defensive playmakers. Someone has to step up and set the tone. Get to the quarterback. Get interceptions. Create pressure. We need it. That's how you win football games. By getting to the quarterback, scoring a lot, all of it has to come together. And with that said, let's move on to my favorite part. That one's hot take of the game. I'm calling it now. Arnold Ebiketie will get a sack this game. Finally, to wrap it up, the Falcons host the Commanders in Week 4. There are plenty of headlines here, from the QB drama to Dan Quinn's return. But for Atlanta, this is all about bouncing back. Last week felt like rock bottom, and the only direction now is up. In my prediction video, I had this down as a win, and I am sticking with it. I think all sides of the ball finally click, and the Falcons get their first home win of the season. But what do you think? What are your hot takes and things to watch? Drop them in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. This is Down Falcons fan signing out. Until next time, peace.